About goddamn time! Shut it, retard! I didn't come down here for more excuses from your cockhole! Wake the goddamn patient!
What's up everyone, Savage Gamer here, and this is my review of Bulletstorm on PSVR2.
You ready to die, motherfucker?
The sooner you answer our questions, the better the odds we don't miss a bottle and evaporate your face.
Okay, stop! Stop! Okay, please!
Third bounty hunter this week. Toronto was stroking one hell of a murder boner, man.
Let's go.
We should encounter some resistance. Well, let's just call off the mission, man. Skippy Granola's groovy dreamcatcher's picking up some boomer vibes.
Okay, I know, I am incredibly late on making this one, as it wasn't even a title that I planned to review even when it was released way back in January of 2024. However, I just completed my second playthrough, and I just had to make this video for a few reasons. Reason number one being, I just don't ever hear anyone mention this in the VR conversational circles, and it kind of baffles me. While sure, it is an old game that's been brought into VR, however, it does some really great things, such as allowing for 3D stereoscopic cutscenes, a feat that I don't think anyone else has actually managed to pull off quite yet. And I really appreciate that it was implemented here. It adds so much needed depth to what would otherwise be flat cutscenes, and it's something that I do wish more VR developers would bring to the table. Reason number two, well, it's simple. It's just fucking fun. A gritty, first-person, single-player action shooter that has some unique mechanics that the VR port makes utilizing a lot more fun than its flat counterpart, such as using your electric whip to hurl enemies towards you and then booting them right in the fucking face while time slows down, allowing you to decide how to kill them, kick them into deadly environmental obstacles, or shoot their fucking heads off midair. The possibilities are vast. And reason number three, it's an unapologetic time capsule of an era when gaming wasn't cowtailing to the progressive woke ideologies that have ruined and even killed so many games and entire studios. No, you won't find any gay shit here. No rainbow flags littering the stages, no use of preferred pronouns or softening the experience to bend the knee to the mythical modern audience who only bitch about what they don't like in games, yet don't buy the games that they bitched about so much and ruined them. So that's why I felt I'd take a bit of my time to put this video together to showcase a title that seems to have fallen below the peripheral view of the PSVR2 community.
Someone's cooking this stuff? Unbelievable. I don't want to know the recipe.
So what does Bulletstorm VR have to offer you as an interested and potential player? Well, for one, the level design, while not all new, as this is a carbon copy of the original title. However, it allows you to now feel the immense size and scale of this world, and it genuinely looks fantastic in the headset. I'd go so far as to even say that some certain areas look absolutely gorgeous, such as the dam level, where I literally just stood there in awe, taking in the scenery for a while. And the gameplay, it's fast-paced fun and impactful. You'll be feeling every shot out of your weapon's artillery as you pull the haptic trigger within your sights set onto enemies, or even better yet, explosive objects, which look and feel and sound really great.
Hope it was worth the wait.
Wow, nicely done.
Yeah? Fuck me!
The freedom of movement here, while being a linear title, is also highly appreciated. Being able to use the slide mechanic while staying in VR and feeling that sense of speed and connection to an enemy is just beyond satisfying at times. And the upgrade system becomes not only an integral part of the game, but an addictive part of the game as well. Discovering new weapons and then upgrading them along the way by accumulated points that you earn from your kills makes investing the time into playing it all the more rewarding ultimately. There are so many big and bombastic set pieces that you'll discover along your adventure. The scenery never becomes dull or repetitive, always wanting to push ahead just to see what could be coming up next. The challenge is also here, as it isn't a walk in the park. You'll be flanked, you'll be outgunned and outmanned. So there is a strategy to be had here if you intend to survive all the way through until the end.
Complicated. Needed to assess the severity of the situation. Establish a green zone.
Look, not to be a dick here, but if your entire squad couldn't hold off these geeks, Final Echo ain't for shit.
Skulls and creeps, yeah, we had them locked down. They're far from the worst thing down here.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, sister, what is?
We called them burnouts. Fully mutated. When we see one,
Awesome. Super. Color me jubilant.
We are a target in this thing.
crash resistant. It'll be bulletproof too.
I hope so. I'm picking up movement out there.
Fortunately, I did. Hate the burnouts.
Holy fuck!
Hold your fire! Nothing can get through this shell. No, it's snapping the cable!
Hold on!
Bulletstorm VR is a relic of a time when gaming felt real, felt innovative, and politically incorrect as fuck. And giving new life to these types of games on PSVR2 is something I am all about and totally fucking here for. So, my rating, as always, is based on a few criteria, such as the price point. I believe it currently sits at about $40 US, and is it worth it? My humble opinion, that's a fucking lootly. That's what I paid, and I have no regrets.
Scurvy Pirate's badge of honor. Arr.
I also base score on the game's fun factor, and it is definitely fun, as well as the length of the title, and I believe my first playthrough took me roughly around 12 hours casually playing while enjoying the scenery and exploring and whatnot, so the game's length is of no concern. And lastly, graphics and performance, both of which I'd say are great. And while the game does have the same graphics you'd expect from the 7th console generation, there have been a few modernized upgrades in that department, and as far as optimization, it runs at a pretty buttery smooth 120Hz reprojected. All in all, I'm giving Bulletstorm an 8.5 out of 10. It's a gem from an era that I really miss in gaming. It's a violent, vulgar, and gritty shooter from a time when speech policing wasn't prominent, and I fucking love it. I'd love to see more titles of this era gain a new life through the magic of VR, like Prey or Killzone, or even the older Far Cry games, as Bulletstorm shows just how new an old game can feel when brought into VR. Anyways, that's going to do it for this review. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a small channel and I need your help to grow. So until next time, have fun, stay savage, keep gaming. I'm out, y'all. Peace.